Welcome back to Secret of Mana Co-op. It's co-opable, did you know this?
Yeah, that number 2 down there isn't for nothing, you know.
Yeah, and you can actually have 3 players on this.
With a special Super Nintendo adapter if you're playing this on a Super Nintendo, but if you have it on the Virtual Console on the Wii, you don't need to worry about that.
Yeah, you can use controllers or whatever you want. Oh, shit, I switched to the sprite and then opened the menu. That's gonna help me a lot. Well, I mean, I could, like, switch to the sprite and do it too, but I'd rather not. And if you're playing this on an emulator, good luck getting 3 players to work, because you usually have to use SNES 9X, and if you can get it to work, that's amazing, because it was so hard for us.
Yeah,
so,
you might be able to do it locally, though.
Yeah. I mean, if we messed around with it enough, I'm sure we could have figured something out, but it was just too much for us.
Yeah, the answer wasn't, like, obvious enough. There had to be, like, I don't know, I'm pretty sure. I mean, well, I don't really know anything about networking, so there's no way I could, like, open up any options.
Yeah, I had no idea.
So now we need a whip and Indiana Jones our way across.
Yeah, there'll be many circumstances like that where you have to use whip to get across. It's a decent weapon, though. It's ranged and pretty useful. I can switch back to the spear now. It's probably my favorite weapon to use is the spear, just because it's powerful. Remember this place? Like I said, you better get used to it, because we'll be coming back here a lot.
Especially in the beginning of the game.
That's pretty much all you do, is go back and forth from the water palace to other place, and then back again. Oh, you're gonna be special, aren't you? Yeah, you're just gonna go over there. Yeah, I'd like to save after a boss fight. I mean, it's typically a good thing to do. Undine, or Undine, as they say in Tales of Symphonia, the elemental of water, lives in a cave behind a waterfall. It's east of the steps leading to this palace. You've got to find her. Her seal on this palace has failed, and I fear she's in great danger. Let's go Matrix style. I don't know what that means exactly, but...
Apparently Matrix style also means twitching down the stairs.
Yeah, we have a seizure when we go downstairs.
Doesn't make any sense.
Now this part's actually really easy, and you shouldn't have too much problem with it, unless you're doing a no-armor run. Which I was doing the other day, so I got to this point, and that's where I stopped after I got Undine, so...
Yeah, don't do that, it's like impossible.
It's, yeah, I'm kinda stuck now, pretty much. You know, you like constantly get like 50 damage done to you at like level 20 practically. It's like, come on.
Yeah, because leveling up doesn't really give you very much extra defense.
It's like 1 extra boost, like 1 point of defense every level or something like that. It might even be like every other level.
Yep, leveling up mainly just increases your HP, MP, and your magic attack and defense.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, and the max MP you can have is 99, and you actually reach that at about level 60-something. And the max level's 99. Yeah, so this is this little tadpole that we're kicking its ass. Then it turns
into the real boss.
Which is Biting Lizard, I think that's his name or something.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to find out, you can actually use this thing called targeting. And there you go. I mean, you can click on him. I think it kind of focuses the AI or something. I don't know what it does, to be honest.
Yeah, if you want to understand Square Enix's programming, then go ahead, but... I don't really know how they do some of these stuff, and whoa.
Yeah.
I don't really know why they call it a biting lizard, though.
He, like, licks us. He doesn't, like, bite us. Oh! Yeah, sometimes you can kind of glitch it to where you don't get hurt when you get, like, knocked out of his mouth, but I can't figure it out. But see, that Cure Water is so overpowered. It heals him for almost 200. I think I'm going to start using a charge attack. Shoot. Oh my god, I was just about to unleash it, too. Whoa, I did it, like, inside of him. What the frick? Okay, I don't like how low his health is. Or yours for that matter. Oops. Alright. You know what? Have a chocolate. No, not... Oh, oh well.
Yeah, well, we probably already got this.
Yeah,
we just about.
We should be fine. If push comes to shove, we'll just use a couple wishes. Yeah, there, he's dead. Yeah, the best strategy is just to hit him and then run away, hit him, run away. Just keep doing that. That took a while, actually. Thank you, I'm Undine. My power is your reward. I'm just gonna call her Undine, because that's what I'm used to. I'll give you two kinds of magic. Elena can use my recovery and defense magic. Lunith can use my battle magic. So, offensive, defensive, basically, you're black mage and white mage. And me? Senor Butts? Your mana
you
sword?
don't get anything because your name is stupid.
So she's basically like, your mana sword will be more powerful than magic one day, and you can receive an elemental power such as Ice Saber on your sword. So in other words, no, you don't get shit.
Yeah. All you really get is to look forward to the mana sword that you get to use for about 30 seconds.
It's literally used at like the last point of the game possible, and then that's it.
Yeah,
unless
there's like no way to go back and then like play around with it.
Yeah, unless you do the 9th sword orb glitch, which you basically get the equivalent of the mana sword at the beginning of the game, but you have to like, you can actually ruin your file by doing that. If you don't do it correctly, it'll corrupt your save file.
Yeah, so it's not even really worth it.
Yeah, it's kind of cool though. I've done it like, I think once or twice. So now we can actually level up our magic, which is recommended to level up our magic before we move on to the next area.
Yep.
But it really doesn't take that long.
I actually usually use my magic naturally, so like I just level up by itself, just because I use it so much.
Yeah, it's just like the sprite's magic is like really useful. It's kind of overpowered, to be honest. Like, it can break the game if you abuse it. It makes bosses hella easy. But at the beginning of the game, you want to definitely level it up just to like have it at its maximum potential. So yeah, with the Ice Saber, you can turn enemies into snowmen occasionally.
And I think these ice does a little bit more damage to these fish, but I'm not sure. I think they're actually weak to... They're either weak to fire or ice.
See, that's what happens when they're snowmen. They're basically petrified. That's basically the same thing. They just look like snowmen. We should probably go to Luca to heal up and save, because she'll replenish both HP and MP, obviously. A bit quicker and easier to actually, like, save, or, like, heal up and stuff, as opposed to Final Fantasy games. They always have plenty of points. So yeah, we'll save the game. And I'll show you guys what's actually downstairs. But yeah, we need to use Undine's power in the underground palace. Obviously, because we were told that earlier. But this is just... I never understood this room. I honestly don't know what purpose this serves.
Except there's like a little hideout.
Yeah, I always thought it was kind of like a jail cell when I was a kid. I'm like, what the hell is this? I thought something like super secret was like going to happen with it later or something.
But nope. It's just a big empty room that's unused. It kind of reminds me of, like, in Final Fantasy V, like, the underground of Castle Horus or whatever it was. Because, like, you know, you got this place all full of water, and it's got a place under it and behind it.
Yeah. And I'm just kind of wasting time here, because it's kind of a good stopping point right here. So I'll just, like, show this little grinding session, because we have a little extra time. It's only up to 10 minutes, so might as well grind our magic up. It doesn't take very long to get this to level 1. It'll take a lot longer later, and we'll probably off-screen most of that. At least the necessary magic grinding.
Yeah, the only bad thing about frostifying enemies is that they're untargetable.
Yeah, you can't attack them while they're like that. It's cool. We're not really... Whoops, I meant to go heal again, but we can use some experience. It's cool.
I'll just use this stuff on myself so you guys can keep fighting.
Yeah, that's cool. If I could stop getting trapped by these stupid fish, like, alternating attacks on me.
Those fish are deadly, man.
Ah! Yeah, they are pretty powerful, to be honest. But yeah, to level up magic, you just have to keep casting it. It gives it, like, a certain amount of points, and once you get it up to 100...
Yeah.
It levels up.
And like Square Enix does this a lot, but when you have like an action RPG like Secret of Mana, the way you choose your targets is done well. At least for allies, it is. It's done horizontally rather than in relation of where they are. Like if I have Cure Water selected, it'll basically select myself first. So if I want to select the hero, I press left, and the sprite I press right. That's basically how it is. Just look at the bottom of the screen, and that makes it a lot less confusing.
Yeah, that's something that's pretty hard to get used to. And then you just like double tap like either way to select all.
Yeah, but I believe with the enemies, it's where they are in relation of the arena or the area.
Yeah, it's confusing, but like once you play it, like you get used to it. It's kind of hard to explain how everything works. You just kind of get a feel for it eventually.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, I get it.
It's like the way the circle menu works.
Exactly. It just takes doing it to get used to it.
Yeah, it's almost unexplainable, but
yeah. But yeah, that's what kind of makes this game kind of stand out. It just has mechanics that weren't used very much in many games, which is kind of cool. So yeah, and that number that you saw when I went through his menu here, the level menu, you press R and you can look at your magic. It works just like weapons. You get it up to like, I think it's actually 99 or 100. Like, it'll never be at 99 until you're at like max level, and then it's like 899 I think is the max or something like that. Like
22.
Yeah, or something like that.
Gee.
So yeah, the sprite really just needs to cast like a couple more and we should be fine. But yeah, also watch how much MP spells cost. To level up magic, usually use the like lowest amount of MP, like so you can cast it a whole bunch of times without having to refill it over and over again. That's why Beaner's using Remedy, because that only costs 1 MP. And you hear that level up noise, and that means his magic leveled up. So.
Yep. Also similar to weapons, there's a level cap on magic too. It's determined by how much mana power you have.
Yep.
And right now we only have 1, so we can only go up to level 1.
Yeah. So, like, however many seeds you have touched, basically, that's how many mana power you have. And you can see that in the bottom left right there. You have 1 mana power. So that's how you know, like, how many levels you can gain with your magic. So we can't grind our magic anymore at this point. And that should be a good stopping point. So it was good to kind of explain that, though, at least for like 1 session, because we'll be doing that repeatedly to grind our magic and stuff.
Yeah, both our magic levels are at max, so we should be ready to take on the Underground Palace.
Yep, so that's what's going to happen in the next part, and that place isn't too bad, so we'll be fine.